Hello, everyone. I am here to read you a book that is titled Our Tree Named Steve. The author is Alan Zweibel, and it's illustrated by David Catrow, and the publisher is Scholastic. So I am reading this to you because it is a wonderful book about just thinking about Earth Day and us being more conscious of what is outdoors. I know I've been playing outside with my kids tons in the last few weeks. So hopefully you're getting outside too. And I thought this was a fun story to read to you guys. So I hope you enjoy, and then feel free to think about what you can do to help the earth. Maybe turn off the water when you're not using it, or turn off the lights and things like that. So I hope you enjoy Our Tree Named Steve. Dear kids, a long time ago, when you were little, Mom and I took you to where we wanted to build a house for us to live in. But in order to build there, men had to come and clear the land. I remember there was one tree, however, that the three of you couldn't stop staring at. Adam thought it was crying. Lindsay said it looked nervous. And Sari, who was only 2 years old, couldn't pronounce the word tree and called it Steve. I love you, Steve, she kept saying. And then Adam and Lindsay started saying it, and before too long, Mom and I got the hint and asked the builder to please save Steve. The day we moved in, Steve was there to greet us. He quickly worked his way into our lives as a swing holder, target, third base, hiding place, jump rope turner. And whenever our dryer broke down, he held our underwear with pride. Yes, right there in the center of our yard, this weird-looking tree grew to become the center of our outdoor life. Through all our barbecues, campouts, dance parties. Or when Adam and Lindsay started getting crushes on the Simon kids next door, Steve adjusted to our everyday need. And it wasn't always easy. Standing tall through snowstorms in the winter. I love how the dog's in every picture. Or when Uncle Chester napped in the hammock. Couldn't possibly have been fun. Not to mention the time that the sewer overflowed and Steve sucked up all the smelly water before it drowned Kirby. There's Kirby. Now the dog has a name. Sewer is like toilet water or bad water, like the water that wastewater. Then he got so sick himself that the tree doctor had to give Steve a haircut that made him look like a big thumb. Through the years, Mom and I have tried to show you, in a world filled with strangers, the peace that comes with having things you can count on and a safe place to return to after a hard day or a long trip. Which brings me to the point of this letter. Last week, a storm hit the area. And though we spared Steve's life for a long time, this time we couldn't save Steve. Are we sad? Sure we are. But even in this final moments, when it could have fallen on our house, Sari's swings, Kirby's house, or Mom's garden, Steve performed his last trick and protected all of us to the very end. And friends like this are hard to find. So, when you come home from Grandma's next week, Steve will not be able to greet you as he's done in the past. I'm sorry. But please know that Steve will always be with us, in our hearts, in our thoughts. And in a different tree at the other end of the yard. See you next week. Love, Dad. Breaking the news to his kids that Steve fell down in a storm. But I love how the tree just becomes part of the family. How so many of their memories are centered around the tree in their life. And I love to go outside, and I love to. I have a hammock that I put up, and I love to read in my hammock. So it just makes you think of going outside and enjoying nature, enjoying the trees around us and all of that. And I hope you have a wonderful week. Happy Earth Day. It's on the 22nd of April. So try to go out and try to do something for the earth and help it. And I miss you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.